are listening to The Lounge. Welcome to The Lounge. Relax. Listen to The Lounge. Listen to The Lounge. Relax and listen to The Lounge. Listen to The Lounge. You are listening to The Lounge. Yo, what's good, everybody? Thank you all for joining the Lounge Talk. Y'all, it's been a long time coming, but like the song says, we know a change is gonna come. Thank y'all for joining the Lounge Talk. It is a privilege and an honor. It is your boy Jay Levy, also known as Minister Franklin, your boy Slick Nick, and the Urban Dr. Pernell Maxwell. Y'all wouldn't even guess the kind of fight we had to get on this sucker today. But the devil is a liar.
Yeah. Oh, we here.
Yeah, we here. It's a privilege and an honor. First of all, let me apologize to the viewers. We ain't been on it consistently. We've been on each other. We promise we're gonna be more consistent. We got some new episodes coming out. Y'all stay patient, but we promise that we're gonna have some more episodes coming out, more content. We're going to do right by you all, and first of all, we're gonna do right by God for giving us this platform. So, like I say all the time, to God be the glory and all the things that He's doing in our life. Listen, brothers, how was y'all day today? Let me know how your day was, Slick Nick and P. How was y'all day today, bro?
I say consistent, the song that came in my head today was it's another day's journey, and I'm glad about it. Because a lot of people didn't get that journey today. So, it's another day being grateful for even the seem like pitfalls or downfalls. It's just being able to get my Jackie Robinson on.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. Nick, what about you, bro? How was your day today?
Man, today was smooth. You know what I'm saying? Couple like to P's point, a lot of little things that's starting to creep in, whatever irritates you, bother you. But I mean, you could complain, but like one of my favorite gospel songs is I Won't Complain, for real.
Right.
But also too, piggybacking off what you said in the intro, a lot of surprises that this podcast is about to see, a lot of growth, you know what I mean? So stick around. Hope y'all are excited as we are to deliver this message. Hope y'all are that excited to receive this message and also feed us more topics for us to jump into. So definitely
Most definitely.
it's definitely some real energy that will be transferred in between from us to y'all and y'all to us within this process. So
Most
I'm
definitely.
real
Most
excited
definitely.
about that.
Most definitely. Y'all, like I always say, listen, things about to be different, bro. It's gonna be some changes in this mud, bro. And not necessarily just changes to be having changes, but we're in a process of growth. We actually went through a little small survey with each other, and I dare y'all to do this with some of your coworkers, some of your family and your friends. We asked the question, and we did this with each other. We asked the question, what are our strengths and what are our, not necessarily our weaknesses, but our need of improvement areas? Because some of your strengths can need improvement. And so I'm going to share with mine first because I believe, somebody that's a visionary. I believe, that I ain't gonna say I'm the leader of the pod, but I'm just saying for somebody that's a visionary, I want to go.
Man, you the
I just
leader of
want
the
to.
pod, man.
I
You
Yeah,
the
want to
leader
go.
of the
I want.
pod.
I didn't
you
want to
started
flex.
it.
I didn't want to flex
Come
on
on.
y'all, but
You the leader. No,
Don't
ain't none of
flex.
that. Ain't no
Yeah,
egos
no.
around here, bro.
Heck
I didn't want
no.
to flex.
Ain't no
But now,
egos around here.
one of the things that multiple people, they said, that James is reliable, dependable. He'll show up. Um, he's not an angry person, but he can regulate if he got to. Um, stuff like that. And my needed improvement is more of an organizational skills, organizational. Sometimes I'm lackadaisical with getting information out with my communication. And so that's my areas that I need to work on in. And as a leader, I can't be lackadaisical, and I can do better with my communication, especially if I'm a minister of music. I need to do better with that, with song preparation, with my band and crew. Sometimes, you can get lackadaisical, especially if you do one song or service. We're still catching up from COVID, and there's no excuses for that. We still have to, practice. Sometimes you individually practice and you think, "Are we good?" As long as I'm good, but you want your team to be good as well. So communication was a major need of improvement. Uh, Also, me being able to uh, not let people abuse my gifts. A lot of people say, like, James, you don't really know how to say no a lot, because you love people, and that could be detrimental to your, not just your health, but to a lot of stuff that you got going on. Like, you have vision too, and you can't just stop your vision uh all the time to help somebody else's vision, because that's not how it works. We're supposed to build each other up, but God has planted something in each and every one of us, and if we're always building somebody else's and we haven't even started the foundation for our vision, that's something to be alarming. That should alarm you, that you should pick up your vision and do what God has called you to do, and to also find yourself among like-minded people that can build each other's vision at the same time. So that's one of the things I gotta work on: communication, organizational skills. And you know what? You're gonna feel salty because you're gonna think the Joker's trying to attack you, but they're not attacking you. At first, I'm like, Nick and P, they got on my grill. I'm like, you don't know me, bruh. I'm thug in these streets, cuz. But it wasn't an attack. It was something to build you up. And so I encourage you, if you don't have somebody in your life that can pour into you uh, your positives, but also pour into you your needed improvements, man. Like, listen, you're better than what you've been producing. So we need to be better people as being able to produce together, to build up each other. Because sometimes, I can be lackadaisical, and I need brothers that say, "Hey, get it together, get it together." All right. So, P, what did you learn about your process?
Yeah, similar to yours as far as the pros. 10 toes down, like uh, ride or die type joint. Loyal, uh, loving, caring, and the main thing, well, hard working is one of the ones for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think the cons was kind of letting my grind and my work throw my balance off as far as like really getting to my purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and that's been tough for me. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice size fam, so it's just trying to make sure everybody good. But both of y'all told me the same thing. Like, hey man, just start carving out that time for you to start really doing what you're doing. Cause not to negate from the grind, but it's like that's always gonna be there. You know what I mean? So it's like building a purpose to where you living a purposeful life.
Right.
You're
Right.
not just working to be working or just going in circles. It's actually uh, elevating my life to where my purpose don't feel like work.
Right. Right.
So just getting to that. And that's something that I've been struggling with for quite some time. But with y'all brethrens uh holding me accountable and we holding each other accountable, it's making those steps to, just doing like one thing a day at least, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
taking 15 minutes out here or 30 minutes there or whatever to really start working on the dream and building it or sharpening my skills that's dealing with my purpose. You know what I mean? So uh I'm definitely excited about that, in order to move forward
Right.
because I can attest for a lot of my life is not saying being stagnant, but it's been routine. It's
Right.
like,
Right.
waking up, eating oatmeal in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Doing
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like, okay, it's time to add some more nutrition to the to
You
the
right.
to the plan, you know what I mean? So
You right.
yeah,
You
so
right.
that's it for me, man. It's just getting to the purpose, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Slick Nick, bro. What did you learn about, your feedback, to this little survey that we did, you know?
Man, duplicated this multiple times in other group chats, bro, trying to genuinely see, but along along the process, I kind of started to pull back because outside of ours, it started to feel like gratitude towards my ego, if that makes sense. And so, as a black man, you talk to like shun gratitude. We talk to
Right.
like push that back. Oh no, don't get full of yourself. We hear it all the time. Like, don't get too proud. Don't you on your high horse or whatever. But like, can I feel that? You know what I mean? Can I live in that? Like that felt good. That somebody else look at you and there's like traits that you work hard on. That's the trophy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
people ain't gonna literally come up to you like, "Hey, here's check on people award winner to like
Yeah.
it's
Right.
not gonna
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
that. So like when people voice those, that's reassurance. So am I wrong for wanting reassurance? And I think like within this process, bro, y'all have opened up a lot of opportunities, a lot of corners in my brain, and it's been helping me a lot. Like one thing that was said was, P said this, and it hit home for me. Like when you listening to people, ask God how to respond, and
Mm.
that was a. I'm like, bet, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't been knowing him for 13 years, you know what I
Right.
mean? But
Right.
but like that was something that only somebody who's known me my whole life could have said, so I know it was above him. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
But our energy is like we've been knowing each other for so long. You know what I'm
Straight
saying?
fact.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and then Jay, yours, bro, yours hit like I was smiling reading both of y'all's, and I kept going back, and I'm like, bro, they really could have sent one joint message together because it was the same. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was the same thing. Like, but
Mm-hmm.
the things to work on was like resonating just a little bit more, but I was really proud of like to hear from men, you know what I'm saying, of value, of
Yeah.
stature, of business and of character to say great things about me and knowing that these are things that I work on, that I poke and I
Mm-hmm.
pry at, that I, sharpen my steel with, and somebody, to admire them, that really felt good. But also too, what usually don't feel good, but it felt good was like the things that you need to work on. James said, you don't, it's not like you don't believe in your brand, but you don't market your brand enough. Like you don't like, you treat your job, you give your job more loyalty than your work. And I'm like, dang. And that he don't know it. You know what I mean? This not something that we share. Like, but that's a battle that I've been like an interior battle that I've been going on with myself of like, dang, how do I let all that go, jump into this? And then, oh, well, what happens when 2 checks, 4 checks, 7 checks down the road, that income runs out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Right.
now I got like, you know what I mean? I'm extremely proud of it, but I was so glad to hear it from you because I look at it like bragging. Like, why would I bring my Lamborghini to around people who drive Acuras? You know what I mean? Like that just
Right.
felt like bragging. Like, oh, my business, my business. I tried to like throw it in there subtly if I'm in a group chat and they sharing DEI stuff and I'm like, oh well, OTO don't have DEI. I try to like throw those subtle
Mm.
jabs, but sometimes it'll come off as like, oh, okay, and it's brushed off. Like I brought masks. You remember in the beginning when I first came to UBC, I brought a gang of masks. I brought a gang of, like, whatever I had, any merch I had. That was my way of like, hey, everybody, this is really what I do. And if you really look deeper, it's not. I've never cared about the money. My family has personally cussed me out because I just give the merch. Like, I don't care. I want. It's the mindset that I want people to have.
Right.
So when you said that, bro, I promise you, Jay, I don't. Only you had to say it. Like, you get what I'm saying, because you are a part of a community that I was in a relationship to become a part of. That I really hold back a lot of, not really who I am, but how I am. I hold it back. I feel like I kind of like got to dim that light because it's so bright. You get what I mean? But with y'all, I can be myself. Pastor, I can be myself. It's half and half. The ones who don't know me could be like, dang, bro. So, and I ain't apologizing when you see it, because you know what I'm saying? And then James calculating, and if somebody else who don't know me, they see, I don't care. That's for James to go back if he feel like it, and be like, no, that's Nick.
Right.
But just to come off, I'm trying to meet you. I'm not finna. You know what I mean? I'm the type of human being that you gotta warm up to. Like, you can't. I'll bet you gonna think that brother crazy.
Let me challenge you right here, Nick.
Please.
Please. I'm gonna be transparent. Your brand is, I believe it could be global, and I ain't just saying it because you're my homie, but like I really truly believe, truly believe that Nike bold with their stuff, Under Armour bold with their stuff, but when it comes to I guess people, when they see the come up, they kind of get offended because it ain't at that status level yet. They don't have an issue with Nike being bold.
No, Jay, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I don't even mean to cut you off. Well, the portion, and it's speaking to where you're at right now. You said, I think you think that instant success. Well, I don't even want to get it wrong, bro. Hold up. It's how you said it, exactly how you worded it. I'm not playing. I'm so serious, bro. The way that you worded it, bro. Real talk. I was almost in tears. I needed to hear it exactly how you said it, bro. You said OTO is like City. It has City Trend, Nike, Jordan, Old Navy potential, global branding. I think you think my dreams, and like talking about me, my dreams are too big to achieve instant success. James, that is the epitome of how I think. I think like it's not finna be overnight. I've met so many celebrities, rappers, name it, billionaire, millionaire. I have millionaire contacts on my phone, billionaire contacts on my phone, and I won't like, hey, here's some. I just don't believe in that. That's just, I don't know. I'd rather take the stairs. I'd rather take the, like, you know what I mean? I don't want the like, I let the baby rock it one weekend and then it's everywhere. Because what if I wasn't ready for this propel of spotlight now, and all my stuff ain't gathered to get, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where, from a strategic level, that's where I kind of Batman it rather than like. But I'm eager to hear. Like, it could be. It's more than one way to skin a cat.
I believe we are God is a snap of a finger away, and people don't believe, God don't be just dropping blessings out the sky. That's bull, bro, because he does, especially for folk that are faithful to him. I remember, what's that movie with Will Smith? He was at that one interview, changed his whole life.
Yeah.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness. God is still doing stuff like that, bro. You a person away from signing that check and endorsing you, bro. You're like you're a moment away. And of course we feel like we gotta struggle to make it, and that's cool. Some of us do have to struggle, but that ain't always God saying, you gotta struggle to boost or to get to a certain level. Sometimes God will he will write the blessing out for. He did Solomon like that. Solomon went to sleep one time because he was so faithful to God. God says, what do you want? Everything you want. What do you want? I'm writing a blank check. Solomon said, I want more wisdom to lead your people. So God was like, okay, since you didn't ask for more money, that's yours. Since you didn't ask for peace for your enemies, that's yours. Instantaneously,
Right.
He
Yeah.
does it. And so I
Yeah.
believe, you know, your brand is a moment away. You know, it may take a while, but it's a moment away from being like, because you know Nike didn't start off being Nike until they got with Jordan.
For sure.
It was it's a personal way, and I believe that's all of our dreams. God has instilled somebody to be that moment of shifting, just like you know. With P, I believe P is a master songwriter, bro. Some of his songs are hits, bro. Like it's catchy. I love them. I was in the on the board playing it the other day. You know,
Oh, wow.
I'm like, bro, that's catchy, bro. Every time we went somewhere, a lot of people love to hear Heavenly Style. That was one of Hazel's favorite songs.
Yep.
Heavenly
So,
Style. She love Heavenly Style, bro. So you know, sometimes we sleep on our gifts because one thing, we don't think we good enough.
Yeah.
Second, we don't think it's the timing, but I believe God is saying like, go.
Yeah. Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Go.
Wow, bro.
And your brand may save somebody's life. Your songs may save somebody's life, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes
And another thing too is that it's definitely global.
Yes, it's global.
Definitely, bro. My band has been to places that my feet have never touched. I can't tell you what Australia looked like. I had orders in Australia. I can't tell you what Paraguay, Uruguay. I can't tell you where none of these places, the Netherlands. I can't tell you where these places are, nor have my feet touched there. But I have orders there, and I'm like, how does, like, you get what I mean? A guy, I played ball, and I gave a mask to one of the like crew members, like just regular staff. But he happened to be one of the angel investors in it. He also was an angel investor in one of the football, and like whatever their football, soccer. So whatever the football league, whatever, he was an angel investor into this or whatever. So he gave the mask to one of the players. Player that barely speak English. Guess what? The only thing that he knew how to say in English only takes one, because the dude explained it to him in Spanish. But you know, you still say it only takes one. It would still be whatever. And he was saying it in English. And he was like, dude, he said, you don't understand, for that entire camp, and then like in games, and like they won by 1 point, he would always text him back and be like, hey, it only takes one. Look, and he'll send him the clip, and he'll like, so that's what kept me, like, if it was about the money, I'd have dropped it years ago. Like, I've hit 0 sales, and I had a whole a closet full of sheets. I've done that before. You get what I'm saying? If it was about the money, I would, you know what I'm saying? But it's really about the mindset. It's really about, you just explained my brand to me. So it's never unfolded. James, you just told me I'm one person away. You literally telling me my brand. So it's like, it's even, I'm not above, I created it, but I'm not above. I can still learn from it and heal from it every day with the just the phrase. So it's like, that's showing that it's a duplicatable system. It's a phrase. It's a bro. I'm gonna tell you the mission, and you just tell me where you see this brand going. The mission of OTO is to mobilize individuals in a unified support network that promotes lifelong learning, achievement, restoration, growth, and excellence. You tell me that that's going to be a stagnant brand if the mission has no type of stagnation in it.
Bruh, it's a prophetic message in it, bro.
What I said promoting. We're gonna put into mobilizing. I'm moving. That's opposite of stagnant. Mobilizing individuals, which means one, into a unified support net. What is unified? Come on, bro. What is unified? Come on,
coach.
It's
coach.
all coming back.
Just put me in, coach. Just put me in.
Right, go ahead, coach. Go ahead, coach.
If you tired of losing, put me in, coach. That's all he's saying, bro. If you tired of losing, put me in. Like, I got Kobe was like, put me in. I can drop 30 now.
Bro, I got you.
30 P.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, we need other people, like, you know, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, bro. Like, it's so much untapped potential, and I don't know potential. No, like, I see like world changing potential, and like sometimes we sit on it, and not on purpose. Like, we're so used to it
Yeah.
until somebody else see it. I remember this. Obi got mad at me, bro. You remember Obi, don't you? P.
Uh,
Remember, Obi was the one that he was trying to sign me.
oh
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, damn, that
Cool
was a long
guy.
time ago.
Yeah, he was like, you on you next level. You write this, you write that, you write that. And he was like, he was on a, and no disrespect to Obi, because that's where he was at. I mean, he was on that, James, you gotta book these shows and get this money. And I'm like, that's not why I do this, bruh.
Right.
It's not why I do this. And Obi was like, bro, why am I wasting my time?
Right.
I'm like, because once you get to a place to where it becomes about just money, you miss it, bro.
You
And
miss so much.
money comes with it, but you miss it when it just becomes about that.
Yeah.
I love music. I ain't got to get paid for it.
Jay, don't you realize it's pouring out of you when you look at it from the perspective that you look at? It pours out of you. Do you know what overflow is?
Right.
Yeah.
It means literally being overly filled with something to where whatever's around me naturally is just gonna start pouring on what.
Yeah.
But if I was chasing money, you get what I'm saying? When you
Yeah.
chase the money, to the Obi point, and I'm sure Obi a cool dude, a great dude, but when you chase money, okay, there's an amount that you can get to that you will be quote unquote satisfied or
Right.
maybe unsatisfied. So you
Right.
chasing wind at that point.
And to clear up, Obi cool cat, but we was on two different vision levels, because
Yeah.
he was saying, bro, you too talented to be where you at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm fine where I'm at. I like being where I'm at,
Right.
because I like reaching people without
Yeah.
a dollar sign, bro. And
Yeah.
I believe the more you try to make it, the more you'll lose yourself when it becomes about what you can do versus what God can do through you.
Yeah. I can see that.
I believe you'll lose yourself, bro. I see a lot of people that want to make it so bad. They so talented, but you kind of hear it. And I'm a spirit. I hear in the spirit. When I hear music, I want to hear God first before I hear, even in like stuff that's secular music. If we're going to go there, I want to hear the love above the dollar sign. I can hear it, bro. I remember when, and I say this to this day, I remember when Kira Shear came and sung A New Hope in the Conway location, and then Jessica Garrett sung. Jessica Garrett outdid Kira Shear, but because Kira Shear has a brand or a global following, she was killing, but Jessica outdid her.
Yeah, vocal coach.
Like she just outdid her because she has it's still the love there, bro.
You can feel it.
Yeah, she a cold now. Don't get me wrong. She drove that crowd, bro.
Yeah.
But when I could hear the love. It wasn't another gig to get a check. It was I could hear the love, bro. And so a lot of people miss. They want that talent to be another gig when it should be something you love to do. Like the love should produce more than the money should. You can see it even on the field or on the court, bro.
Yeah.
Jokers that love the game.
100%.
On a different level, bro.
You just lose it. You're not there. You start to you're not there. You leave. Your body still be there, but you just start to leave after a certain point.
That's why I respect a lot of, local artists, the love is there, bro. Like, and people that haven't sold their soul, bro. It's so easy to, bro. And people think, they signing with blood or they cutting their hand and signing with blood. No, when it becomes more about how I could make more money, you sold your soul.
Right.
But when it becomes about how can I build up the kingdom of God, or how can I build up people's lives to be better than they were yesterday, That's what we should be on. And so one area of my improvement that I need to be better in, if especially as a leader, is communication and building myself up to the area to where I am worth my own vision. You know what I'm saying? I'm worth the time to my vision. And so I want to encourage y'all to put just as much time as we put in for that 40-hour a week job.
Yeah.
You know, put in that time, you know, for our vision, because God gave it to us. Like, and we gonna have to stand before him. He gonna ask us what we do with it.
Yeah, straight facts.
No, that hit, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, that hit, Jay. That hit, bro. That hit.
Yeah.
And it's like both of y'all spoke to that without like it just, bro. It could have been one message, I'm telling you. It literally could have been one message, but
and I think we all got the same. We all got the kind of the same response, not response, but the same feedback a little.
Yeah.
You know, different areas, but we kind of all got the same feedback, because I believe sometimes we don't fear people, but we kind of hesitant with individuals sometimes. If I can make that plain, like sometimes, you know, is my playing good enough? Because sometimes I question myself.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
Sometimes I question myself, man, I ain't really doing nothing. And then people be like, James, stop playing, bro. You straight on the keys. Like, nah, I don't feel like I am right now. I feel like I could be better. Bro, we all could be better. I'm like, no. And people think, oh, that's that false humility. No, I really don't think I'm like that sometimes. I really think that I need to be like, I gotta do something better. I gotta be better in this area.
But is that imposter syndrome a little bit too?
What?
You think that's imposter syndrome a little bit? Like that feeling that you just spoke on.
Me being an imposter.
Do you feel like that's imposter syndrome though? Like, same with me. Like on the flip end, your talent is that, my talent is speaking, or even just with the products, with the brand. Me thinking like, oh well, that isn't supposed to like, could that be like almost like imposter syndrome, where I get this feeling of like, oh dang, I'm not supposed to just tomorrow, like, you know, is that, I look at those hand in hand, two different situations, but same concept, you know, in a way. Or maybe I'm tripping, P.
No, I get it though. It's like psyching your own self out.
Like when I'm playing for certain people, I feel like, or especially if I go to certain churches, I feel like I gotta be on one. Like I gotta be on my best, you know, especially when if I see my minister of music, you know, if Dwight coming in, you know, I can't be up in here just struggling, bro. Like, bro, you done left me, and this what you would become. You know, that's how. And you know, like if anybody that's been around somebody, especially your idol, somebody that you sat under, and then you branch off, and then they come back and see you, you want to have something to show for it, like, and, you know, adoration from somebody that's got you to this place. Like, you know, if White said, "Hey, you did good, bro." I remember when we sung this song, I think Hallelujah, Salvation and Glory. And he was like this, y'all sound strong, bro. That meant a lot to me, bro. Like that meant a lot to me, because that's my minister of music, bro. He taught me how to play, bro. He taught me how to be a musician. He taught me the game, bro. So, you know, when he comes back, you know, I want to have something to show for it. I don't know if that's a pride thing, but you know, you want to have something to show for it. Like if you see somebody that's got you to a level, you want to have something to show for it. So
I think it's respect, you know, like you were saying earlier. Like it's like you would go away, and if you still at the same level, it's like, what you been doing? Like, why are you even playing if you're not gonna elevate it?
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what it is, bro.
And that's with anything, you know what I mean? That's just the same thing with whether you doing your job, you know what I mean, or like we talking about self-improvements. It's like I don't want to be in the same place I was last year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, with your old lady, you know, with your wife or your old lady, or your kids, or you know, your parents, like they should see a change in you.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be a good one. I don't want it to be like, we all got that family members like, oh, here he come. You
Here
know
he
what I'm saying?
come.
Like,
Bruh,
that's
Here come
see,
the here
bruh,
come the dreamer.
bruh, bruh.
right.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bruh. Honest to God, truth, I feel like that's where a lot of my resentment, like I told you, coming around this new community that I've been blessed
Yeah.
to be a part of.
Mm,
My family that I grew up with, when I throw my ideas out there, it's not like they shunning them, but they want to see right now. So
right,
with
right.
that instant mindset, I guess that has pushed me away from like, nah, it's gonna take some time. Like, and now I'm overly like, nah. And then when they come out, something that I've been brewing for 3 months and they finally get to see the result of it, they
Hmm.
like, oh nigga,
Right.
hey, bro, you hot. Like you, so it's like
Right.
almost like the Kendrick Lamar, like how Kendrick Lamar do his art. That's how I view OTO from the fashion aspect.
I
Now,
got you.
I go speak every day. I look at that as like 50,000 for a walkthrough. Like that's just
Yeah.
that's like speaking. That'd be like that's how you get to. That's how I connect. That's where I'm like how James approach it. This is the love. That's what I really care about. The clothes. I could
Hmm.
never sell another piece of clothes. I'll be fine. I
Right.
love speaking. I love interacting. I love people. I love human nature. But when
You're
it
the
comes to the
preacher.
clothes, like I love that part. Like I find the dark and then getting the release and showing this art to because at the end of the day, like you said, P, and your message was like you cultivating and creative,
You're the
or no,
preacher.
captivating and creative. And I was
Yeah.
like, bruh, and you see that in just what? Like you get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
Just
Right,
a
but
few sentences.
that's something that you like tell to your child, or that's something that you tell to your cousin that you watch grow up, or that's
Right. Right.
something that
Right.
like like just the way that y'all, I don't know, bro. It was very, very necessary, bro. It was
Hmm.
overly necessary
Hmm.
that we
Yeah.
did that. That's why I was like, under one condition, I'll send you yours. You
You
got to
got to
send me
send me
mine.
one.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right,
Because I
right.
value y'all opinion, bro. And I know y'all ain't just finna shoot no stuff, just, you know what I'm saying? You ain't just
Right.
gonna,
Right.
you gonna call it how it is. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I actually thought I would have had more stuff to like work on, but I mean, to me, what y'all said is heavy. I just put it in a easy to swallow pill, you know what I mean? But it's
Right.
still packed with
Right.
nutrients though.
That's-
Yeah,
And you know
it's
what?
packed.
Things, we understand like the human aspect of life. Like we human.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't want
Straight
to I
facts.
don't want to just push out stuff and be like to where it's humanly impossible to do. I ain't gonna tell you. I want you to learn
Yeah.
how to exegete the Bible and then put it in do hermeneutics and then try to put some systematic theology on that stuff.
Right.
I'm not gonna ask you to do that, bro.
Right.
Because we all got a level of area of our strengths and weaknesses, and then we gotta build up. It
Yeah.
ain't gonna be no overnight process. Some people want that overnight that shift. One thing that I had to learn, especially coming from New Hope to United, is it's different. It's not because New Hope was we learn the songs, bow 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 song, learn songs, musician rehearsal. United is not a musical focused church, and that's okay. Sometimes we want to bring another ministry mindset to another ministry. United's focus point is building people up where they are and
Right.
getting them to a different level. And so I had to
Yeah.
learn that this pastor's vision ain't gonna be Carlos Kelly vision or whatever vision he had. They two different pastors. They're two different individuals. And
Right.
so one thing that I had to learn is not to force Pastor Jaggers to be Pastor Kelly. That's not how it's gonna be. So I had to learn his vision and to understand, things take time. I understand that things take time. So many people want to just bum rush and have a quick change, and that ain't. You can do a quick change, but your behaviors are gonna get you right back to square one.
Boy.
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
So you can change the behavior for a second, but that hard intent gonna make you do the old thing in the beginning. If that makes sense. So
Yeah. For
Right.
it
sure.
it's a it was some needs of improvement, but also it was some needs of improvement on a gradual step by
Yeah.
step, because you can't do this overnight.
No, it's simplicity.
Yeah, being simple,
Yeah.
like P. I ain't telling P to go be a Grammy Award winning songwriter tomorrow, bro.
Right.
Right.
But keep writing, but
Right.
produce more,
Right.
and with me, James, just be better. If you gonna say you're gonna do something, at least start with doing what you gonna say. I ain't telling you to be a new renowned prophet out here, bro. Just
Right.
just do what you gonna do the small things and gradually get better at that, because small things turn into big changes.
Right. Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if I'm doing small things, now, it's some big changes are gonna happen.
Bro, no, I heard a quote: "Small changes is life changing."
Hmm.
Small
Yeah.
changes is life changing for real.
Yeah.
Hmm. So how do y'all feel about people that when y'all ask this question? Because y'all not the only people I asked. There was other people
Yeah.
that I asked. I asked some coworkers. I asked my supervisor. What are some strengths? How do y'all feel about the people that low key throw some shade, but it's still true?
Wow.
So they throw shade at you, like,
Hmm?
you really just not this good of a communicator. You need to just do better because you
Yeah.
trash it. You trash it there. How do
Okay,
y'all feel about people that trash it?
before I go in, this is not your spouse, right? This
No,
is
no, 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 no,
all
no, no.
right, all right,
No.
all right. All right.
Yeah.
Cause your girl kind of throw little jabs in there now and then.
They
It's
hit
friendly
different.
fire. It's friendly fire, but yeah, they don't be knowing their power sometimes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, your stuff can cut deep, but that's a whole other podcast.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
to be honest though, I mean, I would like a little bit more of elaboration though, since it's not, you know.
So we know we had did the our little survey. We're like, hey, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses?
Hmm.
There's some people that major on your weaknesses
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they
Now
throw shade at them.
I was afraid with our group that it was gonna be like that. But that was trauma. Not that I had ever
Right. Right.
witnessed it from either of y'all, but my trauma told me that like, prepare yourself for the negative that y'all finna say.
Right.
You get what
Gotcha.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, and
Oh,
I
we
don't
was
know
gonna
how
try
they
to one up on each other, like, oh, since I'm
like, you get
this,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Which is
yeah.
why I kind of was like, let me get mine out the way so that y'all can, so because it almost like we're so prone to just like, all right, we tearing down, bed, let me tear down. You
Right.
know
Mhm.
what I mean?
I
I've
feel you.
never, rarely do your energy get matched when it's like, I'm bigging you up. You know what I mean? Rarely do somebody like, you ain't finna outdo me. Bro, I love how you, like, nobody do that. But if I get on you, now my energy is overly, reciprocated. So it's
Yeah.
like, take with that, whatever, hopefully that applies to some degree what we're talking about. But
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel that.
If you go ahead, feed my fault.
No, I feel you. I'm trying to answer your question as far as other people where they really hone in on the negative.
Yeah.
My old self would be like, you out of order. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be upset. But I
Right.
think
Right.
in me understanding and studying and slowing down,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's like a two-way street. One, it would be making sure that I'm receiving it and making sure that I don't take offense. But then another thing is when I realize that they honing in so much on my negative, it might be an opportunity later to be like, yo, why was you going so hard? Because usually what I've come to realize too, a lot of people who tear you down is something that you got that they desire
Mm.
that really
yeah,
could build them up.
but you don't gotta take it there, but that may be true. But something can, like, maybe I got a different perspective on it, but I'm thinking what I'm responsible for.
Yeah.
See that what you talking about, you can't control them.
No, you
Right.
can't.
So I would flip it to where like not something that I desire, but what did I do that to them? You know, what did
Right.
I do to them? And to your point, it could be made them feel inferior,
Yeah.
or maybe like because what they harping on really hurt them.
Right.
Or it
Yeah.
made them because it ain't about what you said, it's about what you made them feel. They'll never
What they
forget
feel.
that feeling.
That
You know what
feeling.
I mean? So it's like something that you did, even if you was being wholesome and honest with whatever you did.
Right.
That
How
reminded
they
me of
received
something
it.
to where I felt something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
For
Bruh,
So
sure.
I gotta tell y'all a story about that, bro.
All right.
So, and I'm not throwing this person under the bus. We're gonna call them they,
Day.
yeah.
I like that.
cause so they won't know if it's a man or female.
Yeah.
Oh, binary.
So,
Okay, sorry, not trying to get canceled.
nah. So,
Okay.
it was a particular time I had to go preach it in the church. I ain't gonna tell y'all what church I was at.
Okay.
I'll tell y'all off camera,
Yeah.
well,
I got
off the record.
off the record.
And I preached, preach the sermon, and they came up and they're minister too, and they said, "Oh, you preach a little good message. That was a good little message."
Oh, Jay, it's my pet peeve, dog. It's my
Yeah.
don't look nothing I got going on, bro.
Bruh.
Don't look nothing.
Don't little nothing I got. I ain't been little since I was born.
Right.
Always been big, always, bro. Don't little nothing. Bro, I'm getting tight to me. Go
Right.
ahead, Jay. I apologize, bro. I apologize.
I know that's how I
bro.
felt.
I
Like
apologize.
I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna say, and I always say to God be the glory after I get done preaching, because it's not about me, it's about what Christ does through me.
Yeah.
And one thing God had to say was like, "Bro, it wasn't about you to begin with."
Right.
But this showed me how people throw shade with a compliment,
Yeah.
and how you respond
That's the big part.
determines what level you really at, bro.
Yeah.
And so I had to, and there's been times where I had to swallow my pride, bro. And it really bothered me. Like God had to really be like, listen, you don't think people came at me, and I'm the one who wrote the law, and people trying to tell me about the law that I wrote. Like, you don't really you think people are not gonna throw that shade at you. What you need to do is continue living in the truth and being the light, and be like what Reverend Larry said. You keep excelling, and sooner or later those rocks are gonna be out of their range that they throwing at you.
Right.
And so that really that bothered me that day. Like, when somebody be like, "Oh, yeah, that was a good little message you preached." Like, in the hours that I put in, because I love people, that like, people don't understand how much hours, and Chris will let you know how much hours I put in, because I really love people and I don't want to steer them in the wrong way, and I really allow the Holy Spirit to take full control, because even Crystal said I'm a different person when I'm preaching.
Yeah.
I love people that much,
Yeah.
that I don't want to deter them to the wrong direction. And for you to come to me and say, "Oh, you preach a little, okay, your little message was good."
Yeah.
What? Bruh. I wanted to fire this person up, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know how you want to roast somebody? Like,
Oh yeah, quickly. It's easy to do.
hey, you want to go low.
Yeah.
Some people want to go low. I was gonna go to the gates of.
I'm talking about meow.
But and this happened before. This happened to me twice, bro. One was during a combined service, when an individual asked me, "Why didn't you call me to collaborate with the choir? I'm a legend." I think I told you about that before. I'm a legend. And I don't care if you see that or not. Listen, but it got to the point to where I'm like, bruh, you trying to belittle me in front of people.
Are they a legend? This is all I want to know. Right?
He can play, bro. He good. He cold.
Yeah, but still, though.
But when it was the Prince.
But
he
yeah,
ain't a legend though.
You self-proclaimed though.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you now, I'm saying, like, anybody that be like, I'm a legend, like, you Let somebody else say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Like,
When I think about legends, I think about Monty.
yeah,
Or I think about, Dwight, who don't brag at all.
right. That's your work speak for you.
Yeah.
If you such a
right.
legend, we gonna call you.
A legend would not need to tell me and
Yeah,
remind me that
Hey,
he's a legend.
hey,
I
one
ain't
of the
missing
other
no calls.
one of the
Right.
other musicians was messy. Was like, hey, where your card at, man? You got us a car. He didn't have no cards, bro. It was so funny.
Got him.
But it goes to show you how people, they really want to harp on what you're not doing.
Yeah, they do.
And we got to get past. If you're gonna be successful, you got to get past people.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're gonna be, one person said this, you can't be a preacher if you can't get past people.
Right.
Yeah.
And that messed me up. I'm like, what you mean? I thought I was supposed to love people. You can't properly love somebody if you thinking about people all the time. You're gonna have to get past to the point to where the truth is the truth. And it may offend, it may hurt, but it's to build them up. And so one thing that I like that what we got is that we can preach truth to each other and we can build each other up. And we don't have to harp on. We know what we got to work on, bro.
Right.
We said what we said, and now we doing what we need to do. Like it wasn't no, Nick, that boy trash, bro. That joker trash.
Which is such a paradigm though. If y'all ain't pay attention to what I said, I was like nervous about what y'all would say
Right.
negatively.
Yeah, negatively.
But
Yeah.
also I did not have a thought about what y'all would think about what I said. I never once thought about that. I was like, bruh, like, you know what I'm saying? He could have been like, nigga, we don't even know each other.
Yeah.
How dare you tell
Right.
me about the things that I need to work? Like, so like that just shows like it wasn't no ego in it was
Nope.
genuinely like it was three dudes trying to make each other better, bro. But I
Yeah.
wasn't holding it back either though. I
Nope.
never once thought like, dang, what if this offend them? Like I always use it as a compass just to let them know if I'm around my cloth or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, the way I responded, bro, like I'm telling you, bro, like y'all don't have idea.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have idea at all.
And hey, one quick before James, I think one thing that we all have individually, which is very important, is the willpower to want to be greater.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
whether it's coming, even if it was coming off like James said, man, you trash in this area, whoop de whoop. Because we like, okay, let me at least hear it first, dissect it, and be like, yeah, is this got some truth to it? Or if not, you know what I'm saying, you keep it moving. But we definitely want to elevate, you know what I mean?
Right. Most definitely.
And we're not
that
just
means
talking
no
about
ego,
it.
though.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No ego.
And I think a lot of people who, a lot of people who ask those questions and they don't genuinely want that, they get offended. You know what I'm saying? Or they start harping on your negatives, like, yeah, man, you got to do better at this, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Accountability sounds so good until it happens, bro.
Oh, until it get real?
Accountability sounds amazing. It's always a great idea in the future. It's never
accountability.
It's never in the present has it been fun to deal with.
Right.
It's never fun in the present.
Nah, man.
But it's necessary, bro.
Necessary.
It's necessary.
Yeah, man. Man, it's necessary.
I remember like it wasn't even when I first started preaching, like in 2011. And Pastor would actually have me go to the sanctuary, just me and him, and just practice on preaching. I'm like, bro, I ain't about to practice, bro. I gotta get full of the Holy Ghost. And Pastor was like, bro, if you don't get in here and practice. Right. So I had my notes and I'm trying to be, and Pastor was like, nah, that ain't you. Start over.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, they gonna tell me it's me. I know me.
I'm feeling it.
So you're so used to being everybody else until God was like, bro, I didn't create you to be Moses. I created you to be James. Right. And so you trying to pull it and that ain't you, brother. God didn't call you to do all that, bro. Just preach. And so he was like, you know, I had you do that to develop your own person, to develop your
Right.
personality.
Yeah.
And so that really was accountability. And Pastor was not throwing shade at all.
No.
When he first started, though, I was like, bro, this dude a buster, bro. Like, why you won't let me shine, man?
Now, what he did was basically brought a mirror,
Yeah,
put you right in front of the
yeah,
mirror.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it,
That's
it helped.
it.
It
Put
helped
you
me,
right in
bro.
front of the
Like
mirror.
that
Yeah.
way, now that when I go somewhere, I'm myself and don't have to have applause of people
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I'm not doing it for the applause of people
Yeah.
anyway. And so, one thing that I want to encourage us is, and everybody that's gonna watch, always have, when you hear the negative, don't hear the negative to respond about their negative.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hear the negatives for personal growth, so you can be a better person. Listen, if your jump shot broke, bro, fix it. Work in the gym because you may be
Yeah.
the open person that we need a buzzer beater from, bro.
Yes,
Facts.
sir.
Don't get offended.
I'm gonna say this, Jay. You made me think about when you said that. You made me think about you, like, again, going back to people going all the way in on your negative. Like, it's rare that you know how descriptive. If I told you, like, if your wife's purse got stolen, do you know how
Mm-hmm.
descriptive you can be telling me what all happened in that situation? You get what I'm saying? So something
Mm-hmm.
negative, our playback and our recall for something negative, it be so detailed, and then you remember the smell, and then I dropped my quarter, and like you remember so much. But if I tell you, like, you had a good day, if I say how was your day today, you'd be like, it's good. You know what I'm saying? It was
All right.
good.
Yeah.
You get
Exactly.
what I'm saying though? Like,
Right,
it's
Right.
right,
just
right.
constantly taking me back to, like, even the way I'll just layman's terms, like, even the way that y'all we was descriptive on the good for each other amongst us three. The negative was not as detailed, but it fit exactly where it needed to go.
Right.
But the positive was very, it was detailed. Like,
Yeah.
not I get so, like, I put it on my social media and I took it down. But I was asking, like, hey, make me a better person. What's some things I need to, or what's a good trait that I have? People be so like, you're tall, enjoy your I'm like,
No,
bro, what?
no.
So,
Personality
but
Good
trait.
talk.
bro, and I don't know if it's because, like, the age group, but
Right.
y'all, yeah, man, like, I'm not used to people positively being able to detail and also just tell your feelings, like, you know what I mean, to just
Mm-hmm.
get it across to where it really delivers.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
so
right.
again, I could be tripping, but I'm not used to that, especially from a male perspective. You know what I mean? Like, we
Yeah.
usually just like, bro, that was hard,
Yeah.
and then that right
Right.
here, P, bro,
That's
that was
it.
hard,
Yeah.
and that's all I need to hear. So for
Right.
somebody to be like, nah, bro, you doing this particular, I like how you do that, bro. This
Yeah.
I can learn from this, bro. You do, and then also on the back end when it comes to something negative, like, hey, bro, like, you doing this well, but this, and that's why I say, like, it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really negative. I like how you said it. It
Yeah.
wasn't really negative. It's just things that you can get better at.
Yeah.
And we all, bro, I'm telling you, if y'all are not doing it, please find
Yeah.
just a small group, or it could be a group of 10. But I personally, with my experience, get you two other people, bro. I'm sorry.
Right.
Most definitely. Most
Hey,
definitely.
Keep
just
it
get
Get
you
tight.
some.
two other people, bro. Keep it real tight and keep it serious, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's why I deleted off my social people. People just started randomly saying, like, just making it a thing of being funny. But, like, no, get you two people that you know is dead serious. And y'all just ask each other, hey, let's make each other better real quick. What's something that you see? And
Mm-hmm.
I would have never thought that this could be done with somebody who I see once every Monday, or every other. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I go to church with Jay, but it's like we not on the phone every night.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't work together. We don't, like, so it's like we see each other sporadically throughout a year. And it's like, for y'all to see that. Also, we follow on a few social platforms, but for y'all to see that, bro, y'all understand, like, that's revealing and healing at the
Mm-hmm.
exact same time.
Yeah.
So
That's hard.
You gonna find out, especially and it's especially when you ask. I tell people, do your best. Find co-workers, your supervisors, church members. Find at least 10 people to tell you, some positives and negatives. And listen, that's gonna show you not who you are, but what you portray.
Yeah.
Because not saying that's who you are as a person, but what do people see? Because 10 random people can't all be lying.
Right.
If they saying the same thing, bro.
No.
They can't be lying, bro. Now 2 out of 8 saying some off the wall, okay. But if 10 out of 10 saying the same thing, bro, it's time, as the old folks say, is something needs to change, baby.
On the negative side, but if 10 people saying something good about you on the flip side, then hey, let's not change that. So definitely, but also too, as James said before we even started the pod, like your strengths, you gotta work on your strengths as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Your strengths gotta grow stronger.
Yeah, for sure.
For real.
My strengths is learning the music, but now let me teach it to my crew. Because I learn them, but like, hey, they on their own.
Yeah.
Right.
There's always another level.
Yeah.
Teach what's talk.
Mm-hmm. Y'all, we are at the hour, y'all. We thank y'all for joining us again. Y'all, any last remarks y'all want to say before we do the benediction?
Yeah, man. I got a quick song. I think I've said it a while back, but it was on my spirit as we've been talking. It's I guess you could say secular, but it's more soul music. My girl Layla Hathaway. She got a song called Mirror, and it's on her like first and second album, but you can YouTube it or Spotify, Apple Music. It's on every platform. But the phrase of the chorus is sometimes you gotta make the mirror your best friend, and maybe then you'll find some peace within. Stop hiding yourself. Love yourself when no one else can. But But when you hear her silkiness, vocals on it,
which is what I was waiting for, because you said that it was a song. So just thought maybe you would.
No, not tonight. I'm like baby hair. My throat. My throat.
I'm over here like, yeah. I just knew you was gonna give it to
us. Yeah, I'm in the basement right now, but nah, man.
He gave it to us in Siri. Yay, though I walk.
Yeah, man, but that's a good song, I think, for everyone, even including us, man. Go listen to that song helped me get through a lot of times, man, where I felt like I was alone or like nobody really understood me. And it helped me like heal and like get to a better place. It almost felt like touched by an angel to give it like an analogy, you know what I mean? But dope song, man. Dope song. For sure.
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's
up.
Man,
to add to that, I would just say personal and professional development, man. That was one of the things that P asked, like when Jay jumped in the group, like, hey, man, y'all do me a favor and send me something that I'm doing well, and then send me something I need to work on. First question P said was like, for personal or professional development. He said both. Man, I challenge y'all this week, man. Listen, make sure that y'all challenge yourselves personally and professionally. That's something that you want to do within your purpose that's gonna personally you got to work on, so that don't come out later on the road, but some professionally also that you could be making better. We won't call it weaknesses or strengths, man. Work on yourself personally, work on yourself professionally.
Yes,
that's my piece.
Nice.
Yes. Listen, y'all, man, of course it's always a privilege and an honor had the bros on here, the fellas, man. It is always, we can chop it about anything. Hey, y'all, be ready though. We coming like the 01 Lakers. We three-peating on this mug. We gonna get back on it, man. We're gonna do.
We not playing. Understand this? We not playing. Like we on the bench. We not playing.
Hey, as soon as we get in the game,
it's a wrap.
Hey.
Oh.
Green light.
Give me the ball. ISO.
Believers.
What do you say?
ISO.
Hey, that's all that means.
Get out the way. ISO.
Right.
Hey, P, I'm at the gym, bro. I swear I can go 0 for 10, bro. I'm throwing that sucker up, bro.
I know it. Every time.
You're going to see it go in eventually. Keep throwing.
Oh, yeah.
I be throwing that sucker up.
Yeah.
Hey, it be games where, bro, I be automatic, bro. I'm not missing it. But there be some games I be building houses.
Like, he just be throwing prayers in the air. He just be throwing prayers.
I be like, Carmelo.
Mellow.
Stop mellow. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining the Lounge Talk. Listen, do me a favor, like, tag, and share. It's a privilege and an honor. We love you guys. Until next time, to God be the glory. We love you all. Stay blessed and have a great rest of your day. God bless y'all and have a good one.
Peace.
Yeah.
What's good, my beautiful people? Thank you again for watching the Lounge Talk. It is an honor and a privilege to be able to dialogue with you and with Nick, Pernell, and myself. I love having our conversations. I love having our dialogue with each other. But do me a favor, if you haven't done so, please like and share the Lounge Talk. We are on Facebook and YouTube. If you have not done so, please like and share. Before I get off of here, I want to let you know that everything that we do is because of the love of Christ in our hearts. Listen, Jesus Christ is the reason why we get to do this thing right here. It's because of Christ, it's because of God that we are able to spread goodness and spread dialogue with each other. Listen, the main thing that we want to do is build the kingdom of Christ. It's all about Jesus. And so listen, do me a favor if you haven't done so. Please, again, like and share. And I want to let you know that I love you and I praise God for you. And let's build the kingdom of Christ together.